I'm going to break down these strategies used by the top creators on Skool. I'm going to show you why and how these creators on Skool are winning, what exact automation tools they are leveraging, and an exact breakdown with one creator as a case study. My name is Daniel. I run an AI automation agency, also known as AI Consulting, leveraging AI tools and automation to help our clients through a company called syndicatex. I've worked in the world of startups, media, tech, and I've helped creators with 200K plus to double their webinars, increase their sales, and helped multiple creators scale their internal business. Some people call it growth operating, some people call it info product growth agencies. Whatever name you want to put on it, this is the breakdown. The growth consultant, info product growth agency, automation agency, anyone that deals with content across YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. This is a fantastic funnel to leverage and duplicate and take the best automations and tools to use within your own ecosystem based around leveraging Skool and other paid communities, as well as just general automations. Within this particular breakdown, I'm breaking down Eddie Cumberbatch's funnel. I think it's a fantastic example of how to leverage webinars and AI and automation to, one, get traffic, nurture those leads, and convert them into your paid community. Let's roll into it. First, you have to start off with you're putting out organic and paid media. Then you'll be leading them into DMs where you give free value, some type of ebook, and then you follow up, call to action. In this case, I'll go through the webinar and other strategies that he does leverage with email and DMs, and I'll show you the exact tools that he uses. Let's start off with traffic. You have to identify your best pages. Are you best at Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, a combination of all three? And I'll go through the 3 people that you need within this business to make it work. I can say this because we've comfortably helped multiple creators with 200K plus to leverage AI and automation in their business. So we'll start off with Instagram, and then we'll move into YouTube. Instagram, Eddie's pumping a bunch of reels virtually every single day. Alongside, he'll post an Instagram story showing your lifestyle. I think works best. Testimonials throughout the week. And you'll typically see people use a call to action. DM me the word cash for a free course. DM me the word Manychat to get access to this tool. In this case, he said DM me the word send. And this is where we're going to be using the tool called Manychat. Manychat, essentially, when you have 170,000 people following you and everyone is DMing and commenting on your post, you can't respond to everyone. So what Manychat allows you to do, it's a meta-partnered and verified tool that allows you to auto DM, auto reply to people's story replies, DM messages with keywords, and comments, all leveraging automation. You can use AI. I'll make a separate video for that, how you can use AI appointment setters. And virtually within Manychat, you're going to collect their email and you can send them the YouTube link and webinar landing page. Now, how does this funnel work with TikTok? Quite similarly, he's simply repurposing the content that he puts on Instagram, and you can leverage Instagram stories and just post them across to TikTok. And same thing, share the stories on TikTok stories. Let's go into YouTube. Into YouTube, Eddie has 6 videos based on this growth operator mini course. Throughout the 6 videos, all his call to actions and links, if you go into them, will lead into a landing page. He has been updating them. I think it's a fantastic system. And this is where we're going to nurture the leads. In this case, another tool for emailing is ConvertKit. Why do people use ConvertKit? ConvertKit is great for automation, meaning you can set particular conditions on what links are clicked and where people go. In this case, he'll send them an automated email sequence. You can send text sequences as well. This is what I see a lot of the pros do. But to begin with, you can just start sending emails. And what this first email usually is, it's a bunch of daily value that says, hey, come back to my free YouTube mini course, and a call to action later in free value, and later in to the free webinar at some point. Series of different emails. Eventually, you're going to be sent to the webinar registration. This is the gold package. This is where everything he's funneling you into, he wants to get. Anyone that's running a webinar will understand this is where you're virtually telling your story and you're selling everything ahead. What does this look like? You're sent to a webinar registration page where it virtually says, hey, there's only X amount of time, there's a bunch of social proof, join now, it's in this date, in this case it was in Feb, this is an old screenshot, value, bunch of social proof, this is somebody from my community, this is somebody else that's won, if you want to join, I'm going to need your email and number. Great, you're in. What happens now to the potential community member? They're going to get two types of emails. Either they're not going to show to the webinar, and you're going to leverage ConvertKit, where you can send them down a 3 to 7 step funnel, where it goes back into your YouTube course, and you're funneling them back into these type of emails. Let's say they do show up into Webinar Jam. Webinar Jam has their own automated emails. They're very basic, but you can leverage ConvertKit as well. And you're going to send 1 to 7, I recommend 7 types of emails that say, hey, we're X amount of days out, we're 24 hours out, we're going live in 3 hours, going live in 10 minutes. What I suggest, that's not on here, is going live on Instagram half an hour before you actually go on your webinar. This is reminding people, they're going to see scrolling on Instagram, oh yeah, at that email. You need to virtually come back to your community as much as you can. We forget Mother's Day, let alone remembering a webinar that's going to change our life. And this is where we put in the call to action for webinar. You use different variations in words to make sure that you target the person's name. All right, webinar. You're hosting the webinar, you're smashing it. What does this actually look like live? What is he talking about? And what's a typical framework I see a lot of creators use and benefit from most? You always want to start with a 45-minute presentation of your story, the struggles that you went through. I was just like you. This is how I got out of it. And this was the catalyst point. This is how my mindset changed. And this is how I got into X business vehicle. Value. And make it super interactive, making sure you're reading the comments that are coming up on Webinar Jam or Zoom if you're hosting it on Zoom, asking questions, telling people, hey, it's April the 1st, I'm recording this live, showing a ton of social proof and testimonials. You can bring people up live while you're on the call and say, hey, how you've been going with the program or X info product. Towards the end, you're going to go through a 30-minute sales pitch virtually. And this is where you say, hey, it's no longer $597, it's $57. It's no longer $6,000, it's $600. That's up to you in terms of how you package it and how you like to sell it. But your scarcity will always win, and price reduction typically does very well. And you'll see this on his sales page. Which does look like this. His offers dropped from $597 to now only $97, and he's shifted a few things. So what happens if you don't get a sale? What happens if somebody does not click the link? Again, you're setting up a condition within ConvertKit to say, hey, email 1, 2, 3, you're going to funnel them back into your school. Eddie for now has recently closed his school, his free school, and he's gone all into his $97 offer. Now, if the person does join the school, this is the lead main page, and you'll see he'll pretty much lay out what's exactly included, how much it's valued for, $1,000, $247, $597, XYZ. Get your monthly access now, all funneling you into your free school, in this case, paid school. So how much does he make per webinar? Now, I've joined one of these live webinars because I find it very interesting in how people host, present, and share their story. I'm very interested in storytelling, as well as excellent creators. In this case, I saw live, 20 people bought the course whilst I was on the webinar. And that means in one webinar, and he's hosting 4 times per month, he's made 47,760 over that month. If you break that down in total hours, it's 5,970 for a few hours of work. And in terms of the larger side, where he sells 50 memberships, which is true and does exist, you can just look at the numbers on Skool. They go up and down. Later on, you can see per month, and then the total amount of hours. So anywhere between virtually 5K to just under 15K is what he makes in an hour. How is he able to do this? It's leveraging this whole ecosystem of automation and Manychat listed with ConvertKit, pumping a ton of content, a ton of reels alongside his TikTok, where he has 250K, 170K, and on YouTube, I believe he's got I want to have a bad guess and say 30 plus K. Now let's go into his Skool and what that looks like. Again, like I said, he used to have a free Skool where it was virtually the copy paste, same as the YouTube, with an 80-page document. That, as you can tell, his growth operator, the person that runs his backend, says it's now being deleted. Now they're going all in to their $97 offer. And they can tell that's how many people he used to have, and he's switching it up into purely this paid community now, where there's 1,800 members. Times that by $97 a month, and you've got your numbers. Now, this is a few other screenshots of other creators that are doing it per month, but what does this look like when you scale it even more? When you start leveraging appointment setters, closers, and have an inner circle offering. I can next to guarantee you that Eddie has dropped his $597 offer, which he was selling at that price point. People were buying it, I saw it, to $97. And now he's going to upsell them within the community into his larger course, his inner circle. So how does he get to 200K per month? Because 1,800 members times that by $97 doesn't reach to 200,000 plus. I've said 250K. So how does he get to that and more? So he'll usually have a landing page or some type of link within his course that says apply for the inner circle. There'll be a virtual sales letter where you can book with an appointment, follow up with a closer, the creator one-on-one. And within this is the high-end back-end offer where you, in this case, it was for 3K, where you get one-on-one support with the team. You can upsell this however much you'd like. And you typically, again, lead with scarcity and say, look, only this month, there's X amount of seats available. Do you want to join? Based off the estimated total in particular group chats, between 10 to 30 per month is how much you generate if you're selling it at $3,000 a head. And that's where you end up getting your sale, and that's how you add in 250K plus someone at $450,000 US, keep in mind. What are the particular roles in terms of building out this whole ecosystem? There's 3 people within this business primarily, and I've seen this play out through and through. There's one, the creator, in this case it's Eddie. He's ideating, scripting, and posting on YouTube, TikTok, all the social media platforms every single day, every day on his story. His primarily only focus is to run content as much as possible, be the face of the brand. In terms of operator, this is the growth operator role, however you want to call it, sales operator, COO. They run the back-end funnels, all the automations, all the tech, the back-end, the links, the payments, the calendar. This is their job. Now, how do you include a third party? You usually see third parties being introduced into communities. You'll see crossover communities where different coaches will come into different niches that are quite similar, but not exactly competitors. Sometimes you'll see them play friendly. What you'll usually see is they'll build industry partnerships where, for instance, the COO of ConvertKit will come in and do a presentation, and eventually your inner circle will get that extra value. That's where they'll feel appreciated. But if you'd like to learn how to build this whole funnel, leverage webinars, I guess the toughest side of Manychat, ConvertKit, linked with Webinar Jam, that's what we do. I wouldn't call myself a growth operator, but I understand how funnels are built, and I've helped creators do these type of funnels many times, and we leverage Instagram appointment setters on Facebook as well. But that's how a funnel is built. I'll see you on the next one. If you got any value out of the video and you want to see specific breakdowns of Webinar Jam, ConvertKit, or Manychat, I'm happy to do that. All I'd ask, subscribe and leave a comment down below, and I'll see you in the next one.